15, 2022. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. The Department of Homeland Security is pausing the rollout of its Disinformation Governance Board. Stephen Dinan reports the department says the botched rollout and false attacks on its mission have become too much of a distraction for the board to move ahead right now. The director of the board, Nina Jankowicz, resigned over what she called mischaracterizations of the work she wanted to do. DHS has assigned 2 former senior government officials to lead a review of the department's work on disinformation. That report is due in 75 days. Until then, the department says the board will not convene and its work will be paused. Hundreds of contractors are displaying their cutting-edge weapons, vehicles, and other eye-popping gadgets at a major U.S. Special Operations Conference this week in Florida. Ben Wolfgang is there and reports that one of the most notable displays was a Special Operations mock mission in which troops rappelled from helicopters onto a yacht in the waters outside the Tampa Convention Center. Thousands of onlookers braved the 90-degree temperatures to get a glimpse of one of the world's most elite military units in action. Back inside the venue, military officials stressed the fundamental value of the Pentagon and its private sector partners working closely with allied nations and their respective defense industries. They said Russia's war in Ukraine has highlighted just how valuable such cooperation can be, with the success of U.S.-made anti-tank weapons that are destroying Russian tanks and helping Ukrainian forces fend off invading troops. New York City Mayor Eric Adams is frequently spotted with VIPs in hotspots around the city, including the Met Gala and Yankee Stadium's press box. But some New Yorkers are showing signs that they're dimming the lights on his election after-party. Tom Howe reports they point to crime and quality of life issues as signs that the city is stuck in neutral. Voters gave Adams a 43% approval rating in a Quinnipiac University poll this month, down 3% from a similar poll in February. The mayor is seeking the right balance on public safety. He rejects the broken windows policing that has been criticized as discriminatory, while assuring residents he can address frequent shootings, including an attack on a Brooklyn subway platform last month. The city's homicide rate is down by nearly 12% from this point last year, but other major crime categories are up. That includes a 43% spike in robbery, according to CompStat data from the New York Police Department. A reminder to find all of our stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page. Also a reminder to find our entire lineup of podcasts at WashingtonTimes.com/podcasts. One of the country's oldest evangelical Christian curriculum publishers is launching a digital initiative aimed at children and their families. Mark Kellner reports Colorado-based David C. Cook is trying to create a digital platform that will deliver relevant daily content to students. The first of those efforts, launched this month, is Wonder Inc. It's a digital resource for youngsters in 2 groups, ages 3 through 5 and kindergartners through 5th graders. And finally, military reporter Mike Glenn visits the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland for this year's sea trials. The 14 hours of grueling exercises and combat drills for freshmen is a deeply cherished Naval Academy tradition meant to test the mettle of the class of 2025 one last time before they climb off the lowest rung on the Academy ladder. After 2 years of restrictions due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the annual competition was back in full operation this week. Led by the Academy's upper class, the day-long grind is designed as a group test rather than an individual exercise to better gauge the plebes' teamwork skills and reinforce their bonds as a class. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or the Washington Times app, and find us on your favorite podcast platforms. Just search Washington Times wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at WashTimes for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.